Hello everyone, welcome to Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. The subject is Machine Tool Technology for 4th semester Mechanical Engineering. Myself is Prasanna, lecturer Mechanical Engineering, Government Polytechnic, Mulbagal. Yes, in the earlier sessions we discussed about what are the operations of the lathe. In this session 3, we are going to discuss what are the taper turning methods and the compound rest and the forming tool, as well as followed by multi-choice questions. The chapter 2 is lathe and operation, that is the session 3. Yes, taper turning operations. A taper, it is defined as a uniform increase or decrease in diameter of a piece of work measured along its length. In a lathe machine, the taper turning means to produce a conical surface by gradual reduction in diameter from a cylindrical job. How it is achieved? The taper turning, how it is achieved is, the material will be kept in the chuck of the headstock, whereas the tool post and the compound rest, it has been swiveled to a bevel angle of 45 degree to obtain the taper. Once this tool post which carrying the tool is brought in contact with the workpiece, it starts to remove the material in the form of chips, so that at finally the taper it can be obtained. Here the taper per inch is given by capital D minus small d divided by L. That is where D is diameter of the large end of a cylindrical job. Small d is the diameter of the small end of the cylindrical job. Why it has been measured here is, the taper per inch is, we need to find out what is the, at what exactly an angle is required to start the machining of a bevel of a taper, so that it has been provided the taper per inch equals D minus D divided by L, where capital D is diameter of the large end of the cylindrical job, small d is the diameter of the small end of the cylindrical job, right? And what are the methods? The next is, what are the methods it has been followed? There is the form tool, swiveling compound rest by taper turning attachment, simultaneous longitudinal and cross fits. These are the methods that is to be followed to obtain the taper turning. One is form tool, number 2 is swiveling the compound rest, number 3 is taper turning attachment, number 4 is simultaneous longitudinal and cross fits. Taper turning by swiveling the compound rest, very important here, right? It is nowadays we have adopted in the second method here, that is swiveling the compound rest. What happens? See, this is the entire workpiece, okay? This is the live center and this is the dead center of the tailstock. This carries the carrier, okay? That is the carrier or the chuck which is placing the workpiece, okay? And this is the mandrel. This is the spindle which will be rotating, that is entire part is headstock center which will be rotating at some RPM, and this is the phase plate. Now normally what happens, the tool will be like this in the perpendicular direction or parallel direction. Now you can observe here the tool post, this is the entire tool post and the tool holder, so that this is the cross light, and you can see the compound rest, okay? The compound rest, it has been swiveled, okay, from this axis to this axis, okay? It has been swiveled to an angle of 45 degree. It will be parallel this will be mounted on this. The axis of this and the axis of the compound rest will be same. The cross slide as well as the tool post, cross slide as well as the tool post will be, the axis will be the same. For getting the taper, what happens? The axis is being swiveled to an angle of 45 degree to 60 degree, so that the tool will be tapered or it will be beveled, and hence now bring this tool in contact with the workpiece, so that the movement will be like this: parallel, perpendicular, right to left and left to right, from sliding actions, so that the work will be formed in the taper directions. Okay, this is the taper turning by the swiveling the compound rest. Taper turning by the forming tool method. The first one is taper turning by forming tool method. This method, in which a taper form is used to obtain the taper. It is limited to short external tapers. The edge tool must be exactly straight for accurate work. Okay. See, norm, what happens? There is a form tool has been provided here. Instead of nothing, the tool has been provided in the shape of a taper. Once you feed the tool in the form of a taper, so that the outer edge of the taper can be obtained. It is quite different from the compound rest method, by swiveling compound rest method, in where the compound rest method we have been swiveled to an angle of 45 degree and an inclination to get a bevel angle, whereas here the forming tool has been provided so that it can be formed, the tool can be formed at an angle. Okay, this is the taper turning by forming tool method. Yes, you can see here, this is the taper length, the entire thing is the taper length here, and this is the set over of tailstock. Okay, tailstock set over is given by taper length equals sine of half of the taper angle. We know that taper length is d minus d by 2 equals L into sine alpha by 2, where capital D is the diameter of the large end of the cylindrical job, small d is the diameter of the small end of the cylindrical job, and small l is the length of the taper of the cylindrical job, all expressed in inches. Therefore, alpha equals taper angle. Alpha equals taper angle. When a part length of the job is to be given taper, then tailstock set equals d minus d by 2 into total length of the cylindrical job per length of the taper, where E equals, that is L into sine alpha 2 into total length of the cylindrical job by length of the taper. This is the taper turning by the forming tool method. Okay. In these sessions, we learnt about how can we obtain the taper. How can we obtain the taper turning by swivel compounding rest method and by forming tool method. Okay. Now we go for the multi-choice questions. Question number 1. A taper may be defined as a uniform, gradual dash along the length of the job. Answer is option A is increase, option B is decrease, option C is decrease or increase, option D is none of the mention. The answer is C, increase or decrease. Second question. The taper is measured in terms of radius along the length of the job. Option A true, option B false. Option B is false. In a lathe, third question, taper turning means to produce a dash surface by gradually decreasing the value of diameter from a cylindrical workpiece. Option A conical surface, Option B, flat surface. Option C, both conical and flat surface. Option D, none of the mentioned. Option A, it is a conical surface. Fourth question. Which of the following is not true for taper turning? Option A, taper turning is one type of lathe operation. Option B, the amount of taper is specified by the ratio of its length to the difference in diameter of the taper. Option C, the amount of taper is designated by the letter K. Option D, none of the mentioned. The answer is option B, the amount of taper is specified by the ratio of its length to the difference in diameter of the taper. Fifth question. The amount of taper in a workpiece is termed as quantity. Option A, true. Option B, false. Answer is option A, true. These are the MCQ answers, multi-choice question answers. Option 1 C, option 2 B, question number 3 option A, question number 4 option B, question number 5 option A. Thank you. We meet up in the next sessions. Thank you.